everybody. Happy Thunder Thursday. We're gonna get in a workout here. I know it's been crazy, and no, the gym is still not, still not full of machines and cool stuff. That is been delayed, not a week, but just 4 or 5 days. So hopefully this weekend everything will go through, and then you guys will have more happiness for me to use and utilize in the workouts for you all and for myself. I'm gonna go ahead and start my watch. We have a quick break here in between sessions. It's been a busy one for Coach Greg. He started early today, back to back workouts, which is great. Clients at home, virtual clients at the Park District. So I'm feeling good, and I wanna make sure I share some of the goodness with you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start our watches. If you have a watch, and if you don't worry about it. We're gonna go ahead and keep ourselves focused on a total body workout today. So those of you that are hopping on, all we need is yourself, some weights, and we'll be able to get it going. All right, so here we go. I'm picking up a boot camp style, and we're off to the races. All right, so it's interesting. I got a thumbs up, but I don't have anybody visible. If you're in the chat, feel free to say hello, tell me where you're from, and we're gonna get to it. All right, we're starting with our first exercise. We have a great way to warm everything up. We have our squat presses. I already gave this to a lot of clients this morning, which they certainly enjoyed. Wider than shoulder width, arms are down. We're gonna be in a neutral position and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we got it. Number 1 is done. Onto presses from the floor. Here we go. Second one is gonna be a little bit more challenging. I'll show you from here. Leg is up, and I'm gonna be pressing with a little bit of a twist. Getting the obliques fired up and the core, but you need a weight that's gonna be challenging enough. So I got a 25 that I'm gonna use, which for this kind of movement is pretty good. I'm gonna lean back here, lean back to engage the core, and twist press. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're not feeling it in the core, lean back a little bit more. You might be too upright. Then you're just burning the shoulder. Well, we want shoulder and core. I don't know how many I have. We're gonna do 2 more. 1, 2, 2. Switch, and then we'll go to the other side. Oh, hello, we got some people. What's going on, everybody? Coach Will, there he is, Coach Will, checking in. First one on, and look at that, Coach Will, you brought people with you, because we were at like 2 people, now we have 10. If anybody is on the chat, feel free to hop on in. Tell us where you're from. If you got any questions on the health and fitness side, that's what I'm here for. Or anything fitness related, health related. Or what plans you got for the summer. All right, other leg, heel is up, core is tight, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really feel it in the oblique. I love this exercise. 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can also do that one with the heels down, not a problem. You will also get the core firing up. You won't get as much of the oblique, but you will feel it in the core, which is great. All right, next one up, commandos. This one is great. What's up, Craig? Craig Stevenson with the salute. How are you guys? Oh man, all right, so this one goes by a lot of different names. I like to call it the commando. That's my favorite name that I've come across. Push up to plank transitions whatever. The key is we're gonna be starting a push-up and we're gonna go down into the plank. So if I went on my right side, then I'm gonna come up on my right side also. So these are awesome for triceps, they're awesome for core, and you also get a little bit of chest in between. So this is a great move if you wanted to do something to get a good pump for the upper body and you don't have any equipment. This one's awesome. We're gonna do 15 and then 15. So here we go, let's start. If you guys wanna do it with me, I think you'll enjoy it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5, nice and slow. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we're gonna switch to the other side. Take my little warrior ring off there. Let's go get a different angle. And we'll check the comments and questions. Let me know what you guys are working out this month, or what plans you have for the summer in terms of fitness. Are you wanting to lose weight? Are you wanting to put on muscle? Are you training for an event or a race? Let me know. I'd be happy to. I always like to find out what everybody's working on. So now we got the opposite. Hold on, now I'm confused. Yeah, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and slow. Last 5. And 11. And 12. 13. 14. 15. Got it. All right, so core gets very nicely activated on that one, especially when you go side to side. You guys, if you haven't done this one, give it a try. If you feel like it's too easy, before we do round 2, here's some cool variations. So number 1, try to do it with a push-up. So you go down, come up, get yourself a push-up, which that right there is already gonna offer a ton of variation, because you could go with clapping push-ups, you could do any sort of number. So that's a good progression. Number 2, you can actually go up on a ball, which I have off to the side here, or give yourself some elevation and then do it from a higher positioning. So with the feet being elevated, let me bring it back. With the feet being elevated, this one is definitely more challenging. So lots of ways to do it. If you're feeling Coach Willish, if you're feeling the power of somebody like Coach Will, who's in the comments right now, or Warrior Craig Stevenson, you can put your feet up on a bench or somewhere even higher. The higher you go, more pressure on the triceps. So, all right, Craig Stevenson is rocking. What's up, Lee JR17? You guys are awesome. How's everybody? Where's everybody checking in from? Coach Will is, dude, that's cool. 30-day body weight progression, deck of cards, 400 reps. Exercise are inverted rows, incline push-ups, body squats, band assist, and dips once a week. I love it. That's a fun one. I always like those kind of challenges. Builds the body strong in various ways and keeps it fun too, you know? All right, so we're going back to number 1. Number 1, which was our squat presses. This time we're gonna up the ante. We're gonna go with dual dumbbells. I'm actually gonna take the socks of happiness off because I need more grip for the other exercises. And why not? I got space still before it starts to fill up with machines. This Saturday will be when the move happens. So hopefully I'll be able to do a quick live and kind of show you guys as everything is working. It's interesting. I kind of made a plan initially where everything was gonna go. And every time I'm in here, it feels like I have enough space. But then when I was at the gym the other day and I'm looking at how big some of the equipment is, I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna fit. So we're gonna do as much as we can in here. And if it doesn't fit, then I'll put it outside. I have a little area under our deck, which hopefully will work. All right, so bumping up. Heart rate is a solid 125, no problem. All right, so now we're gonna go a little bit more narrow. I got my dumbbells here. Same idea, squat press. Focusing on fewer reps, but more mobility. I was actually very happy to see that even though I haven't been focusing on my mobility as much as I normally do, I still feel good range of motion here. And it's okay that the knees come out. I'm focusing on depth of the squat here. We're gonna focus on the remainder as squats without the press, because I got the press coming up for number 2. So we're gonna focus on those. Bring these bad boys up. Here we go. Got it. All right. So we got those done. We're gonna go to the presses next. See and check the comments. All right, so how's it going? Warrior Craig Stevenson, what are you up to, my friend? I'm always curious if it's some new warrior, perhaps I've only seen once or is the first time on. I want to see what's happening. What's up, millennials? I like the tag. Hell, bro. I don't know if you meant hello or hell, bro. Like that's a tough workout. I mean, hello. Okay, there it is. I mean, hello, bro. Hello. Yes, good to see you, good sir. What are you? Where are you checking in from? What part of the world? All right. So we're doing a total body workout here. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Health or fitness related. So raising the leg to engage the oblique. Going for a twist press. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's a handy tip. If your muscles are taxed, obviously you can rest if you want to still do the same amount of reps. If you feel like you can't, just do as many as you can while keeping good form. Sometimes when you have a unilateral exercise where you're working one side of the body, and let's say my arms are done, I like to switch off. So I can still get my number, but I'll tax the other side. So I did 5 here, I'm gonna do 5 here, and I'll just keep switching as I need to. 3, 4, 5, okay, swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 and 5 left. We're gonna finish the whole thing. Heart rate, it says 112. It's not true. It's gonna catch up. It's definitely higher than that. 5 and 5 to finish this one. Here we go. Opposite side. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap. I feel that core. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 5. All right, we got it. Oh man. All right, felt that one. Oh, nice. We got 4 thumbs, 4 likes. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Turn on notifications. Give yourself a thumbs up because you're giving me a thumbs up, but you're giving yourself a thumbs up because you're supporting good, healthy choices in training. So always good to have new people on board. Millennials from India. I hope you remember many days back I asked if there was a boxer trainer online. That's right. Did you have the same user tag? Because I totally don't remember the name millennials, but I totally remember that question. So we have not been doing online virtual boxing.
we've been doing our in-person boxing, but both my brother and I have not been doing the virtual right now. However, okay, you changed it, that's why, cool, you were sneaky. However, as I had mentioned before, we're gonna try to bring in boxing equipment here, which was delayed again last month. It's fine, and delayed last week. Now this Saturday, we have the deposit down for the movers. We have everything confirmed. So hopefully they'll bring everything in, and now I will have boxing stuff here, which means we could certainly incorporate it into the lives. And then if somebody's interested in doing a personal, or like they want to work on skills a little bit more, should I say, more individually focused, then yeah, that's something that we will offer as a class. But for the live, you know, it'll kind of be more general unless we have a group of specialists. Then we might focus on more specialized skills. But yes, thank you for bringing that up. All right, so we're back to these guys. We're gonna add a push-up this time. So we're gonna have a little bit more fun with it. All right, let's go ahead and get the push-ups. I'm sweating, it's good. It's good. All right, let's see if you guys can see, yeah. All right, so what do we got? We have push-up every time we come up. Wider stance, here we go. Actually, this could be more narrow, the feet can be a little bit wider. So here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, one more, and 10. Quick rest, we go to the left side after that. This one, you can also alternate, depending on how you work best. Alternating allows you to have a little bit more of an even burn on your shoulders and your triceps and your chest. As far as the core on this one, it kind of works everything in a circle almost because of how you're having to transition. So muscles firing, turning on and off, it's really great for the core. So if you're focusing on just one side in the hopes that you're gonna just get one side, really everything kind of works as you could say almost in a sequence. So you're getting everything, even when you're just focusing on one side leading. But obviously you want to do opposite side leading too, because that tricep will get that same happiness. Because the toughest point of this one is when you're coming up from here to push off. And that's where you're getting a lot of the tricep work and a lot of the opposing chest work. So definitely good to be able to alternate. So I already did this one. Now I'm gonna go back to this one leading and do my push-ups for the second batch. All right, here we go. Let's change the angle here. So start this time with the left, and we'll go with a military style push-up. More narrow. This one, because it's a long movement, you'll hear me breathe out multiple times. Like that. So it's totally up to you. Some people just do a big exhalation on that last move. I like to keep different small breaths individually. Yeah. Whew. All right, we got that one. Let's get the glasses on because I can't see anything. Oh, all right. All right. Let's save that clip to save for later. Okay, millennials, you got the rubber mat and a wall mount pull-up bars and 10 kilo dumbbells. Dude, that's great. That's all you need. Look, I only have like a few things, almost nothing, and we've been able to do these workouts and clients coming in to work out here, and that's all you need. Obviously, the more you have, the more variety you can add in. I mean, Coach Will can speak to that. I'm sure he tortures people with a variety of tools, you know, but sometimes when you're, as a coach, it also helps you too, because when you have fewer tools, you got to get more creative. So, absorb sweat good. Just make sure you clean it, because I've been there, just kind of like, oh, everything's gonna absorb, it's fine. And you know, it gets kind of nasty after a while, so you gotta make sure you keep it clean even when it absorbs. But it sounds like you have the right type for exercise, which is great. Hexagonal dumbbell, 2 by 10 kilograms, good. That's some good stuff. Yes, thank you, appreciate that. My enthusiasm is increased from having you guys on. It always gives a little bit more power, so yes, awesome. We're done with that circuit. Let's go for something bonus style. I have a couple minutes still before my next client. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to focus on balance. So I'm gonna go down here. Looks like we have more people joining. If you're joining, say hello, say where you're from. Always helps us out. If you have any questions that we can answer related to health and fitness, I'd be happy to help. Plus, we usually have some people in the chat that are pretty well versed in health and fitness. They can give you their opinion and thoughts as well, which always helps us learn. So, all right, we have an exercise. Actually, I'm gonna step it back a little bit. This one is a classic. I love this one. It's a big challenge, but it's a good challenge. I'm gonna skip the press because we've already done our presses for today, but we're gonna basically do a single-legged deadlift, bring it in, and then bring a curl towards the body as we're doing the knee. So let's start with that. Wonderful for balance and stability. Great for building up muscles of the lower foot, the calf, and obviously adding the curl allows us to work the forearm and the bicep. But more than anything, it's the balance element, guys. Not enough people are working balance, myself included, and you don't realize how much balance you don't have until you're dealing with a balance situation and you kind of like are flopping out, around all over the place. So me having a martial arts background, you would think my balance would be excellent, right? It's only good in certain situations that I've trained for. Case in point, before I do this first one, one of my buddies, Coach Jason, who works at the Body Shop gym, he's amazing. He's like a Ninja Warrior guy. He put up a slack line. If you guys don't know what a slack line is, just imagine it's like a giant rubber band. And you set up on one side, like on a pole, anchor it somewhere else on another pole, and then you're supposed to kind of walk it, walk the slack line and keep your balance. Dude, it is tough. I thought I had really good balance until I stepped on the slack line, and I realized I don't. I need to work on it. So it's a good reminder of how we always need to be improving where we're at and continually working on our skill set. Imagine like you're an RPG character, right? You always got to level up your stats, no matter where you're at. All right, speaking of stats, we're going to level up our balance here. So dumbbell goes back, leg goes back, dumbbell touches the ground. Here's the challenging part. Squeeze. Okay, there we go. 2. Core being tight, hips being tight, definitely helps. 3. That needs to be cleaner, but this is why we work at it. Hip and foot need to be in line. And like I said, tight core. When you brace, it keeps everything much more in tune for this kind of exercise. You're not like flopping around. So there we go. That's 3. One for number 4. Squeeze. Whew. Tough, but we can make it. Whew. Going for 8. I don't know how many that is now. I think it's 6 right here. Oh, recover, Greg, recover. And we got it. Oh, that's a good one. All right. Oh, man. All right, well, save that clip. Use it as an educational piece. So that's a great exercise. And if you don't have a weight, that's fine. Do it without weight. See if you can touch your toes with your fingers and then come on up and then raise your arms. So here's an example what we just did. So just bring the leg back, have your fingers here, touch your toes, And now bring that leg up without touching the ground, bring the knee up, and then bring the arms up. Seems so simple, right? But see if you can do 10 in a row. That's your goal. Or 10 or 8 or whatever, but do it clean and crisp. It's 2:23:08 in India. Ooh, okay, so that means it's 11:08 on the 12-hour format, so it's late. So thank you for being here, even though it's almost midnight. Burpees. Whoa. Okay, I will do burpees for you, my friend, for Warrior Millennials. Let's finish this other side, and then we'll be good to go. So, opposite side. Here we go. What'd I get myself into with the burpees? My goodness. All right, here we go. Down, bring it up. 1. 2. 3. It's one of my favorite exercises. It's tough, but it's very worth it. And all the variations that come with it. 4. 5. 3 left. Here's where it gets fun, because these muscles down here are screaming right now. And that's where you can lose your balance, because they're just on fire. But you allow them to get stronger. I think one last one. A little fast on that one, but you know what? We'll take it. Okay. Woo. We will leave one last exercise for our special guest today, millennials. We will do the burpees just for you, my friend. Whew. Heart rate check, 120. Almost got a half hour in on this live. About 300 calories burned, so not too bad. For those of you that are joining now, because I see some people popping in, if you missed the beginning, that's fine. We're just wrapping up a total body quick boot camp. You can check this one out as soon as it's posted, and you'll see the full circuit. It's really not a lot of exercises. It's just doing them kind of consecutively with a little bit of an alteration. Then you'll really have a great workout, and it's a short one. All right, last bonus here. What are we saying here? Clap your hands above your head as you leap up with your feet. Okay, you got it. So we'll do a burpee with a clapping. I might hit the ceiling because it's not a high ceiling, so I'm gonna try to do it like more maybe here, like in as opposed to straight up, and I'll try to jump as well. So, all right, I got you. Anybody have any questions? We have a few people online. Any health and fitness related stuff? Anything you want to share that you're doing? Like for example, Coach Will is doing an awesome one. He shared, if you scroll up, you see he's on a 30-day body weight progression, deck of cards equals 400 reps, and he does a lot of different exercises. I also like, there's a variation of that where you would have a total number of reps that you're gonna do that day, and you would have something like, I would have this ball or like a little cube that you would roll, and then each side has a different exercise, and then you would basically, on that exercise, it would show you also the number, or you would have a separate one for the number. So you would roll it and say it would be push-ups, then you roll the other one and it says 30 push-ups, you knock them out as best you can. Roll the next one, 60 squats, and you're going, and then the whole time you're counting down the reps from your total for that day. So if your total is 300 reps, you subtract until you get to 0. And it's fun because it's different each time. All right, so here we go. It's time for burpees. It's time for burpees. Yes, I'll be careful. Don't worry. We'll be all right. Make sure we get it in the frame here. Let's see if I have enough space. Yeah, should be all right. Okay, make sure I don't have the ball behind me. All right, so we'll kick out, we'll do a jump, and a clap at the top. And we still have enough time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do 15 burpees. If you're doing this with us, feel free to do how many you can. 10 is a minimum. I feel like you gotta go at least above 10. If you wanna go higher, like 20, 30, that's awesome. It'll build up your endurance. And then when you're doing this circuit again, try to maintain that number if possible, unless you feel like you're really exhausted and you can't. So, all right, here we go. So we're gonna jump out, kick out, and at the top, whew. Yeah, I think I have enough space. I just cleared it. So here we go. That's one. You can also do underneath the legs. I think that's a fun one too. Think you felt that one? Under. Over. Under. I lost how many I'm doing. I think that's, is that 8 or 9? We'll say 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Oh. 15 was the right amount. Heart rate, come on. 140, 141, 140. It's hanging out there. Catch our breath. That's a great challenge. Thank you, millennials. Great way to wrap up that circuit. Now, if you're doing this from home later, that's round 1. See if you can do 2 or 3. However you can do it, it'd be awesome. I'm gonna wrap up in a couple minutes because I have a virtual client coming up in a few minutes. Catch the breath. All right. I love it. All right. My thick old legs are up together on the burpees. Yeah, that's good. That means you got lower body power. You got, well, we got thunder thighs. Yeah, and some of the burpee stuff, some of the, not just burpee stuff, I should say, a lot of movements. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're less of a warrior or not as capable, because some things are just easier to do depending on how you are built. So case in point, I got my hands underneath my legs, but my arms aren't super long. So I have a buddy that I train with sometimes. He's actually a client too. He's got super long arms. We call it the ape index. So his ape index, when we measured him, his arms are like 15 to 20% longer than most people's. So he's able to do a lot of stuff like that without any issue. But the challenge for him is when he's doing benching or anything like where he needs to press, because his arms are longer. Whereas somebody that's got shorter arms, they have TRX arms, they're able to do those things more easily. So, all right. Anyway, we're gonna finish up. Awesome job, guys. You're done for the day and have a chicken porridge diet. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not done yet. This is just starting my day, but you, my friend, probably get a chance to relax now. So, all right. Yes, active on Instagram. I will see you guys on there. It's Ninja Gregos on Instagram, or you can find us on Complete Warrior Fitness. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. I salute you. You guys are fantastic. Enjoy your Thunder Thursday, and I will check in soon. Have a great day. Time to torture more people online.